auto sales for the month of December. Meanwhile, just keep an eye on the markets. The Nifty has gone past that 18,200 mark, and the credit for that goes to Reliance. Pull up the intraday chart of Reliance, and you'll see, the stock has spiked in the last 10 odd minutes or so, has moved to the high point, and that coincides with the way the Nifty is moved higher as well by the sheer weight of Reliance. It's taken the Nifty above that 18,200 mark. The question is whether it stays above 18,250 or not. The Nifty Bank too has been doing well. We've seen a big move in a couple of these names from lows. Axis Bank, for instance, has moved off lows, and we have Kotak Mahindra Bank as well. So what it has done is it has taken the Nifty Bank above the 20-day moving average of 43,165 as well. We have Neeraj Diwan, who's the director at Quantum Securities, joining in now. Neeraj, wish you a very happy new year. You heard Sonia give us a roundup of all things autos. Your thoughts on the auto sector this year? The last year's outperformer was M&M, underperformer was Tata Motors. Do you think Tata Motors can make a turnaround this year?
Yeah, good afternoon. Happy New Year to you and all the viewers. Yeah, I think the kind of number that we're getting for commercial vehicle space, and that augurs very well for Tata Motors. Even Mahindra & Mahindra numbers have been pretty encouraging. I think Mahindra & Mahindra will continue its outperformance even this year. One is because the new launches are doing well, and plus, even tractors have given good numbers, and they should continue doing well. And valuation-wise, also Mahindra & Mahindra is still attractive. It has very good ROCs if you compare it to the others in the auto space. So that should continue to do well. And as far as Tata Motors is concerned, definitely domestic business is doing well and should continue doing well even in the medium term. But one concern definitely has been the global sales as far as Jaguar Land Rover is concerned. So if China opening up is happening the way we are seeing right now, and if numbers pick up from there, I think then Tata Motors can be one dark horse there. So one should keep Tata Motors also as stay invested in Tata Motors, because I think maybe that period of consolidation is over, and you may see some surge there with global numbers picking up in their Jaguar Land Rover sales.
Neeraj, what about Bajaj Auto? The management was telling us earlier that perhaps export is showing signs of bottoming out. One of the key markets, Nigeria, will be holding elections in the month of February. So once that's out of the way, they expect demand to stabilize for their key market. How does Bajaj Auto look to you?
See, definitely the numbers are not good right now. And domestically also we've seen so rural demand is not picking up. So that may take some more time. I think maybe somewhere in the middle of next year, or the second quarter of this year, second calendar year quarter. So, but Bajaj Auto, if it comes down to a decent valuation, Bajaj Auto, if it comes down another 10%, would be a good bet to buy purely on valuation, and then the numbers can follow through. So I would keep it on the radar and add one if it comes down by another 10% from these levels.
Okay, all right. Neeraj, I'm not sure whether you tracked this one, but from the infra pack, NCC, they came out with an update today for the number of orders that they won in December, and it looked absolutely cracking, if you compare it with the previous couple of months. Do you track NCC or any other infra stock that you like?
Yeah, NCC definitely I track. I was looking at this couple of weeks back only, because the order book was at 40,000 crores when I saw after the second quarter numbers, and that is what 3.6 times last year's sales. So the order book is very strong. Even the debt, which is close to 1,900 crores, they were further reducing it by 600 crores this year. So debt reduction is happening, balance sheet is strong, and second half always execution picks up. And this is one of the players which gets a premium because the execution skills are very good, then delivering on time. So I think NCC, even if you value it at 10 times 1 year forward, my target came to about 115. So still some more upside, even on a very, very conservative valuation I can see on NCC. So and I think infrastructure as a whole, you see that the government push on infrastructure, the kind of order that's been coming from even the government is actually adding on to the order books of all these infra majors. And they, over the last couple of years, even the balance sheets have become much better. And with the stronger balance sheet, execution picking up, and commodity cycle also, has come down. Commodity prices have also come down a bit. So that should also impact the margins when the execution picks up, in the December quarter and the March quarter results come. So I think infrastructure as a sector looks good. I think infrastructure is doing what PSU banks did in the last quarter. So I think that continuation may happen, and you may see that kind of outperformance in infrastructure space.
Right. Neeraj, you know, one of the themes that worked extremely well in 2022 was the sugar sector. Across the board, we saw big gains. Do you think that is likely to continue into 2023 as well? I mean, back in the day, the conversation was the cyclical sectors now gotten structural. How much of that is already in the price with the kind of rally that we've seen? And this sector, which sees moves across all the stocks, in that, how do you pick the leader? Which one would you go for?
See, I think that the kind of sugar prices we've seen globally, they've again come to the high of last year, that is close to $20. So the sugar prices are strong, and all the new contracts which are happening are also happening at a higher price now. So sugar, which saw correction after that high they saw in sometime May, April, May kind of a period, they saw a decent correction also from those levels, and they consolidated a bit. I think you saw a 10% kind of a move, or maybe 15% kind of move after the correction, from those levels. But I think the story is still intact. One, sugar prices are strong, and they will impact the domestic, sugar producers also. And plus, there's a talk about government allowing, a higher export also. So that number may also come, and that may also support sugar companies. And ethanol, blending of ethanol prices, the excise, the GST benefit on ethanol blending, all that is good for the ethanol part of the business. So I think the sugar sector still looks very good, even after the rally that we've seen. So among the leaders, definitely, Balrampur Chini is a leader there, which should continue doing well. But then it's a future stock, so volatility and the movement depends on, the future position. But barring that, Dwarika Sugar is one good company with valuation-wise is still attractive, should do well, and that can be also one of the investment picks.
Okay, I need to slip into a very short break. Do stay on, Neeraj. We'll come back with more market talk and as well the market closing levels.